How much do you need to feel rich? Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.heise here, and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee. I want to read this article from news.com written by Sarah Sharples discussing, well, the insane amount Aussies need to be rich. Now, how much do you think you need, guys? How much do you think you need to be rich? 100 grand, 200 grand, 300 grand, $500,000, $1 million? And this is earnings. What do you reckon? Honestly, I would argue what's a true measure of freedom is control of your time. If you have that, well, then you're doing pretty well. You don't need that much money to do it. You just need to craft your life in such a way to make that happen. That's why I'm a fan of the FIRE movement, financial independence and retire early. It ain't going to happen for me. I only learned about it later in life. But I can appreciate it. Just essentially having FU money. That's what you want, guys. And it will reduce your stress and make you happier rather than having piles of money and not having that ability. Well, you tell me, guys. You tell me. So let's look at this. So how much Aussies think they need to earn to have a good life? They're sick of being paid peanuts, but the amount they want their salary to be boosted is eye-watering. Well, maybe this is just some Aussies are just entitled. Got no idea of what you actually need. They're used to pissing away so much money on useless crap. I think that could be it. I think that's a big problem here. It's not an earnings issue, it's a spendings issue. And often you need to go through hard times to learn that lesson. For us, it was suddenly a big project disappeared and I finally could get off the treadmill and just have a look at where all the money was going, how much was flowing out of the business on things we didn't need, and really just tighten the belt to an insane amount. And then it gets a lot easier. But I can appreciate how it can just get, you can lose sight of it, lose grip of what's going, where the money's flowing, because if you got so much going on, I can relate to that. The average Australian would need to earn a salary of $326,000 per year to feel rich. What? $326,000 a year. But 1 in 4 Aussies wouldn't consider themselves rich until they raked in a whopping 500 grand. Yet the median personal salary sits just at 49,000. So these people have got no bloody idea. Okay? I mean, I'd be going to functions or events. You talk to someone who's significantly more wealthy than you are. Multi-millionaire. What do you think you got to talk about? What do you think this, depending on the person? A lot of them I meet, I bond over family. That's the thing that you can relate to. The money doesn't really matter that much. You get to a certain point, it's just more. Gen X needs the most money to feel wealthy, with the majority wanting to earn $354,000. Oh, I mean, don't get me wrong. Good on you if you can rake that in. Fantastic. You'll be paying a shitload of tax. It'll really hurt. And then you'll, negative gear it away in property. But still, Gen Z needs a little less at $286,000. The survey from fintech company Finder found. Personal finance expert at Finder, Kate Brown, said persistently pining for more money can be a dangerous game. Yes, that is absolutely fantastic advice there from Kate. I mean, you got to have a stoic outlook to life, guys. You have to realize what your fate is, and you have to accept it. I'll link to this video about the guy who lost 10,000 Bitcoin. I know I've referred to it in another video, but I think it's really important here because that ruined his whole life because he's just completely obsessed about what could have been. You don't want that. That's ugly. That's weak. No one likes that. No one wants to be around that. You got to learn. You got to learn and not do it. I'm sure a lot of the older blokes can relate to that and can share that with the younger lads. A small number of higher income earners make an average income statistic look impressive. But remember, the typical middle class Aussie is on a 50 grand salary, she noted. No, that's not middle class. I think you're not in middle class if you're on 50 grand. Oh, shit, maybe you are. If you're lucky enough to be earning above the median wage. No. Bad word. Enough with this luck, okay? I'm sick and tired of these journalists framing this as luck, okay? If you're earning above the median wage, it's usually because of a shitload of hard, bloody work and effort and skill on your part. It's not luck. You don't luck into a 150 grand job a year. You don't luck into earning 300 grand a year. You think my mate who's a radiologist, you think he lucked into it? No, he worked bloody hard through all of his university career, through all, study after study after study, to get to a point where he's earning good money. I didn't think my engineer friends working on the mines, earning good coin. Do you think it was luck? No, it was a lot of bloody hard work. Stop with this luck bullshit. This just breeds jealousy. You've got so many people, I think, that are trapped in this mindset. Oh, it's just luck. Oh, you've got advantages. This victim mentality here. And then you got the tall poppy syndrome pulling down Aussies. How can we fix this bullshit? Honestly, I'm seeing it again and again. It's getting me angry. It really is. Because there are going to be people sitting on their ass blaming others for their failures in life. Okay? That's the harsh, bloody reality it is. And don't get me wrong, guys. We've all had successes. We've all had failures. That's part of life. You just got to bear with it and keep going. Anyway, hang on. I need a coffee. This video isn't a rant, is it? Maybe it is. So if you're skilled enough to be earning above the median wage, you're already in a better spot than most. It's easy to get caught up in the money, but it's much more important to truly enjoy your work. Yeah, the money isn't everything by any measure. It's not everything. But, how many people are on Twitter wishing that the communist commune will take over and they can make stupid fan art online and not realize that they'll be working in the field? How much would you need to feel wealthy? Fighters research found women are looking for a bigger pay packet with 333 compared to men wanting 318. That's nature explains that, guys. Nature. MGTOW lads, I'll hand that one over to you. You can explain in the comments why that is. Social media and the FOMO economy can make it seem like everyone around you is hustling their way to the top, but appearances can be deceiving, added Miss Brown. There's nothing wrong with striving for better finances, but trying to compete with others is exhausting and will make you always want more than you have, she wanted. Yes, that's jealousy and envy. There's a reason why that's a sin. Look back at ancient cultures and lessons they've learned. It can also lead to you living beyond your means, spending money you don't have on expensive clothes or cars. Yeah, pissing away money you don't have to impress people you don't care about, that don't care about you. But building your wealth doesn't have to mean starting your own business, finding a fiend for crypto, or earning a competitive income, she noted. It's about smart and healthy habits, starting with cutting back on your spending. I like this woman. I like her advice. Try to put at least 20% of your income each month into a savings account and let this grow. If you have a savings goal, such as buying a house, you can set up a dedicated bank account to help keep track. Because of low interest rates, you may want to also consider investing some other money for the future. Some good advice. I mean, let's have a talk about this one, guys. We need to get away from this mentality of luck. Okay, sure. No, luck certainly has a part to play with it, but you need to be in the right position to take advantage of the luck when it appears. You need to be prepped, ready, and willing to pounce. I don't want to sound like some bullshit motivational speaker, but that's the reality of it in some regards. They'll sell you some stupid course full of crap, but the reality is you've got to learn, you've got to be ready, you've got to be willing. You can't just sit on your ass and expect life to come and give you roses. It shouldn't work like that. If it does, something's wrong. Something's really wrong. Some good advice here about saving, about building your wealth. I mean, my experiment in the last year, just pocket money investing. Little bits of money I would find, a bit of scrap metal here, bottles here, a little bit of crypto I'd earn here and here. That'd be like some months $1,000. Okay, boom, invested. Little bit of money that I've managed to squirrel away. Finding things around the house I don't need. Sell it, turn it into shares. Makes me dividend rather than just sitting here losing value. You got to think about every little thing like that. Of course, it's damaged me in some regards. I'll go shopping. I think, okay, that those drinks and chocolates I bought for the kids, that was probably 4 AGL shares. What am I doing here? So either that's a good thing or a bad thing. But yeah, 300 grand to think you're rich. I mean, I guess the problem is people with that mindset, their lifestyle will catch up to them real quick. and it'll all fall over. Anyway, check out this video about the guy who lost 10,000 Bitcoins, and it's destroyed his life because he's just living in the past and what if world. We gotta get out of that mindset. Take care. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.